Hello and welcome, this is Bitwise Nick, and today we're going to be taking a look at my indie game, Lord of Dwarves, which is currently in alpha. Today I wanted to show off construction and building of your custom structures. Actually, there's a castle here in the background of the title screen, which is something I built. So I just want to kind of show you how you build something like that in Lord of Dwarves. I'm not going to build something quite that fancy, but I just want to kind of show off what you can do. So I have a game already sort of set up and ready to build something. So I'm going to load that. And here we are. Milling about here are my soldiers. They're just kind of here to protect in case any monsters attack while we're doing this. I have a couple workshops here, which the dwarves can use to build things. And then there's some stairs going down, and I'm going to peel away the layers and look underneath here, and you can see there's a lot of activity down here. I just got a lot of stuff stored down here. There's some beds where they can sleep, and a lot of stone, which we're going to build the castle out of. From there, we're going to start. So I'm going to go back up, and I'm going to zoom out a little and hit the little construct button right here. I'm going to choose my material, worked stone. All I have is worked granite. And I'm going to go around, use the mouse wheel to raise this up and down. So choose the height I want, and then just kind of click and drag. And that'll define a wall. And then I'm just going to do something really simple. So 4 walls, and then at the corner of each wall I'm going to put a little turret or tower, whatever you want to call it. So I'll just click and drag to do it. And you can see I have a bunch of builders ready. They're already bringing the stone out to build my structure. So let me go around here, click and drag, turn the camera around. Now, when I made all this, the idea was, well, I wanted to make it really easy to build whatever structure you wanted. So I tried to create an interface, this interface you see me using right here, that would make it as easy as possible to build all sorts of cool structures. And one of the really nice things about this structure in Lord of Dwarves is it's going to be functional. You know, there's monsters that can attack. They'll try to get to your dwarves and kill them. Eventually they'll try to steal your things or pillage your valuables. So being able to have a structure like this can actually help, because with these turrets on the corners, I'll be able to station archers up there. And the archers can shoot the monsters as they're coming in. And eventually the monsters will become more, they'll have more options as well. They'll start to be able to siege. I'm going to speed up the game a little here. They'll be able to siege by sapping through your walls or using ladders to try and climb over them. So you'll just have to kind of build a structure to defend against the evolving threats that the monsters pose. So right now I'm going to go around and build a little platform on each of the towers. For those archers that I mentioned to stand on. There we go. Alright, and so I think that's good for now. Actually, one thing I forgot is there's no way to get in or out of this castle, so I'm going to undo. Oh wait, nope, there's a little spot right there. Cancel that. There we go. So now they can get in and out right there. You can see them collecting some of this wood that I chopped down earlier. Actually, and this is what I plan to be the front of the castle, so I'm also going to create a little opening right there. Just have them mine that out, and they'll open that back up. So another thing I can do while we're waiting is I have this little hole. I still don't want anyone to get inside there, so I'm going to place a door. I have this reinforced door that I had my dwarves make, so I'm going to put that. You can see there's a little reinforcement there, so I'm going to put that right there. And when they make another one, so I had them making some reinforced doors here. Hopefully they'll make another one soon, and then I can put the other one right there. Now you'll see the dwarves, without much help, they can reach blocks too high. Once they fill in all these blocks that they can reach, now you can see it over here, they'll start to be like, well, we can't reach these 3 blocks high ones, so we need to place scaffolding so that we can reach the higher areas. And so I have it set up right here to auto-place scaffolding. Oh, it looks like it paused. Okay, I'll get back to that in a minute. I missed the message. It says a scouting party of goblins is attacking your kingdom. So I'll click on that. It's just one goblin. So I'm going to unpause it and not really worry about him. my soldiers, there they are. They should go out and kill him without much problem. It's just one little goblin. Yeah, there he goes. He's done. Anyway, back to the scaffolding. So, like I said, this button here, you can turn this on. It's on by default. And what it'll do is it'll automatically find where you need scaffolding, so you don't have, you can manually go in and place it and say, hey, I want some scaffolding, right here, and click and drag that. But if you don't want to worry about that, they'll figure out where they need the scaffolding themselves. They'll start placing it all over, and they'll eventually finish off the castle just, on their own, having only received the instructions, that I gave them to create the wall you saw me do earlier. So they'll take their time doing this. Let's see, I do have another reinforced door, so I want to put that other one in right there. This one, yeah, that one's in place right there. So it'll probably take them a little while, maybe a couple more in-game days to finish this castle. And normally at this point, I'd probably be doing all sorts of stuff like managing my food and drink, and if this weren't like a little test, there might be more attacks going on during all this, and I might be building all sorts of other stuff. There's tons and tons of things that you can build, markets and training areas. Right now I think all my soldiers are just kind of lazying about right here. I should probably have them training, but for this video I just wanted to kind of show off building. So I think I'm going to go into a time lapse here. Alright, it looks like the castle is just about done, so now I'm going to remove all this scaffolding that they put up. So hit the remove scaffolding button, scroll the mouse wheel up, and just select the whole castle. Now the dwarves will have orders to remove all the scaffolding they put up. I can see they missed one little piece right here, so I'm going to place a piece of scaffolding there so that they can finish that up. But other than that, looks like they have some orders to place scaffolding here that they don't need. I'll go and clean those up a little. And yeah, so they should clean all that up. I do want to make a more permanent way for the dwarves to get up to these towers. So I had, during the time lapse, I had this dwarf here start to create some ladders in this workshop. So I'm going to put the ladders up at a few points around here, probably away from the entrances, so in case any monsters break through, they don't have easy access to my ramparts. So I'm going to go in and place some ladders. I'll put one right over here and one right over there. So they should get right on that. Put some ladders up, and now I'll have a permanent way to get up to the top of my castle here. So that's about it. That's all I wanted to show for construction. I think for a bonus, what I might do is off screen I'll set up some archers to man this castle, and then have them defend against a little monster siege, so you can see this castle that we built in action. So I'll be right back. Alright, so while you were gone, I set up some archer squads. Here you can see I have these bearded archers and stout archers, so two different squads, each with a number of dwarves in them. We can actually go down here, and you can see them milling about here. They're the guys with the quivers. So now I'm going to give them orders to man my towers. So let's see. I'm going to create some archer posts. So maybe one right here. And I'll put one in the opposite corner so we have everything covered. Then I'll create another post for my guards just here in the middle. And I'm going to assign them all really quick. So the soldiers go to the guard post, and one archer to each archer post. Or one archer squad to each archer post. So they'll run over and go to their posts. It looks like I had some scaffolding I didn't clean up. Let me get that really quick. I must have missed it. Alright, so they're all in position. So now I'm going to wait for a group of monsters to attack, and then we'll be right back. Alright, it looks like we have a group of orcs that are attacking. So if I go over here, you can see, yeah, here's a bunch of orcs approaching our castle. So our defenses should be all set up. I have the castle. The only entry is this door here, and I have my guard areas. So hopefully the archers will get up there in time. And all these dwarves here, I could order them to go to the safe area, but when they see the orcs, they'll do it themselves. So we'll just let them do their thing. Yeah, there we go. They're seeing the orcs, and they're hauling it out of here. It looks like my archers did not make it up to the castle wall in time. It's unfortunate, but the door should hold them off a little bit, hopefully long enough to get the archers in position, and the archers can at least fire on them while the melee dwarves are engaging. So we'll see how this goes. It would have been better if the archers hadn't been dilly-dallying down at the bottom, but so is life. Yeah, it looks like the dwarves outnumber and outarm the orcs, so it looks like there's 3 elite orcs here they're having a little more trouble with. They got through all the rabble orcs, no problem. But with all these archers concentrating fire on them, I think the dwarves will win the day still. And there we go. So this has been Construction in Lord of Dwarves. Lord of Dwarves, again, it's my indie game. It's currently in alpha, and I'm hoping to release it sometime this year. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.